It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Williams Brothers Brewing Company. It's part of the Lidl Craft Beer Festival of 2022, April 2022. And this is HERCULE Berge Belgian Double IPA. The ABV is 7.4%. It's in a 440 milliliter can. A Belgian double IPA. I've had plenty of Belgian IPAs. I've had plenty of Belgian doubles, Belgian triples that have been really quite hopped and 8 or 9% ABV. So at a stretch, you can probably say, if you didn't want to call it a triple, you could probably call it a double IPA if it's hoppy enough. So I'm talking about beers like maybe Parat triple hop. I think Parat triple hop off the top of my head is 9% ABV. So you could probably say Belgian double IPA. But anyway, this is an actual Belgian double IPA brewed with Belgian yeast and probably either European or American hops. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. What's interesting, I mentioned this in my unboxing of these Lidl Craft Beer Festival beers, is that the branding, Williams Brothers, they've kind of hidden it a little bit. And you have to read in small print on the back that it's Williams Brothers Brewing Company. I hope it's really good, because if it's really good, then they should be making that gold or a different colour so you can read their branding. Read who it's made by. The beer was £1.79 for the can. Looking at the beer, I'm really hoping that I'm going to get value for money for what I'm buying. We got a 2 to 3 finger white head, good levels of rolling carbonation. It's definitely looking like a Belgian ale. So Belgian doubles, Belgian triples, they will typically look like this, I suppose, like this almost kind of deep amber colour. There's a little bit of haze going on. So far, so good. So far, so good. I've had a couple of the Lidl Craft Beer Festival beers from Williams Brothers Brewing Company. They were big, like 500ml cans, I think they were. What were they? There was it Chocamocha Stout, I think. That was by Williams Brothers. And there was another one as well, 500ml, big 500ml cans, really striking. Really quite nice, really quite nice. Aroma. Yeah, I like the aroma. Yeah, it's definitely got that kind of Belgian candied sugar aroma to it. Slightly sweet, slightly syrupy aroma. Typical for a Belgian beer. Spicy, peppery. This smells good. Hoppy. Ooh, this is getting me a bit excited. I'm going to dive in. Cheers to Williams Brothers. Cheers to Lidl. Cheers to everybody who's watching. Hello. Cheers. Happy Friday. Yeah, I can get on board with that. What you have to realise is price. You're getting a 440 milliliter beer, £1.79. Do you know what though? I suppose we are in an interesting, unique situation here. Whereas I went to my Lidl yesterday and bought the Lidl Craft Beer Festival beers. And a lot of people were saying that the Belgian beers that launched a week earlier, the 4-packs of the Belgian beers, most people were saying that their stores had ran out. Some people were saying there was a couple left. My store in Barry, I call Barry the desert, the beer desert, because not many people kind of really understand beer where I live. That works out well for me because there was loads of that kind of Belgian beer left on the shelves. Happy days for me. So I suppose I'm in a unique place here where I can kind of, I've reviewed the Belgian beers very recently, as of just a few days ago, and I can kind of compare them to an effort here from a Scottish brewery. And to be honest with you, it's a pretty good job. The beer has lovely mouthfeel. There's a nice rounded, slightly creamy, rich mouthfeel to it. There's a sweetness to start with that kind of Belgian candied sugar. It then goes over to a sort of dryness. You can feel the beer dry in your palate. And then you get that kind of peppery, spicy, hoppy finish. So the beer has balance, it has mouthfeel. It's got a good look to it. I mean, look at that beer. As I rock it back and forth, you can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. It's a really strange thing. And I hope you don't mind me talking about this. If there's anybody from Williams Brothers here watching this video, I find it really strange because Williams Brothers have almost kind of like attached themselves to the discount supermarkets, at least here in South Wales. You don't really see their beers in like your Morrisons or your Tesco's or your Sainsbury's, but you definitely see it in Lidl and Aldi. Some of the beers, I find them really bland and really kind of unremarkable. But then there's other times that Williams Brothers launched beers into Lidl and Aldi that are quite outstanding. The Chocker Mocha Block or whatever it was called, the stout, that was great. This is very good. This is very good. So my question to Williams Brothers is, what's happened with the consistency? This beer proves that you can produce good beer. Very, very tight and very close to style. This is a Belgian double IPA in all sense and purposes. They've done a really good job. Why can't Williams Brothers do that all of the time? They do 330 milliliter cans as well. It's properly contract brewed for Aldi. You will, whenever you go into an Aldi, at least here in South Wales, you see the little 330 milliliter cans. It's just not great beer. But this proves that they can make great beer. I don't quite understand. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. I'm getting nice biscuity, malty, bready flavours, sweetness coming through. Belgian yeast is coming through lovely as well. Spicy, peppery, a little bit of raisin coming through, a little bit of plum, a little bit of prune. It's nice. It's very, very nice. Here we go. Interrogating this golden Belgian double IPA. The hop aroma reveals aromatic orange notes with hints of pepper. Definitely. This smooth and refined beer delivers lashings of citrus fruit, balanced by subtle spice and elegant bitter finish. It does, and I think that's HERCULE Berge. I think he might be some kind of, the way they're kind of using the word interrogating, he might be some kind of Belgian copper. I'll have to keep an eye on, make sure I don't see him when I'm in Belgium next. Hey! The UK ingredients are water, well, it's just, the rest are in Italian, French, Swedish and some other language. But I'll read the UK, of course. Water, malted barley, malted wheat, sugar, hops and yeast. Now, I don't mind the addition of sugar here. I don't mind it at all because it would be that kind of Belgian candied sugar. It's a very typical, it's a very unique sugar that they use, that kind of candied sugar to produce that slightly sweet, kind of aromatic kind of flavour. in the beer. This beer proves that Williams Brothers can produce terrific beer. What I would like to see going forward from Williams Brothers in the discount supermarket is a level up in quality to this standard. It would be great if you could think, because when I first started reviewing beer on YouTube, Williams Brothers were one of the top end brewers. They really were. If you thought of Scottish craft beer, you definitely thought of Williams Brothers. And it proves they've still got it. They've still got that level of quality when they want to. I'd love to see more consistency from Williams Brothers going forward. This is a decent beer. I'm going to rate it. Lovely, slightly hazy, amber coloured beer. Look at that beer as I roll it round in the glass. Good quality, nice aroma. Really lovely. And a decent taste. Love the mouthfeel. That creamy, rich mouthfeel makes this beer. Makes it. I like that. For the price point, £1.79. You can pick up the other Belgian beers for a very similar price, but I mean, this is doing the same relative job as the Belgian beers. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.